The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta. Well, in a sense...
Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Maradona. Fernando Torres. And Nakata. And it's Maradona. Pedri. That's a cute ball. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Fiore. Now who's going to be first to this? It's Raul! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Ukraine with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, played right into his path. And he's straight offside. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, super! And the shot! Van Basten! What a goal! What a player! About as smooth as it gets. The breakthrough strike. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kukçu. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cook takes a shot! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Van der Sar. Now it's Raul. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, No, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect, particularly if it picks out the movement up front, of course.
Mbappe. This looks promising. And he's worked it through. He has found the way through. And the shot! Rice gets good distance on it. And he's whipped it across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, it's Van Basten. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Fernando Torres, making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
Oh, they could break here. Hernandez. Oh, strongly challenged there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now the ball in. And that's the keeper's ball. Pedri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he welcomes it in. Flings, he rises! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's found a way through. Played into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Van Basten. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Tries to play it through. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. He's not got that quite. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Zola. Still goalless at the moment. Looking to play him in. That's a shade optimistic. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Azar. That is good alertness. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Pedri is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. Zola. And he's running through. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shot could be on. Now that shot at goal! Goal! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Liverpool have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Zola. Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Hernandez. Threads one in. He's onside. They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Torres. Pedri. That is lovely. And he whips it in. Oh, what has happened here? Played out to the left flank.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's shifting through the gears here. Look at this. And he shoots! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Now, he's got space here. Can he get onto this?
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Fernando Torres. And reclaimed it in a trice. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 2, numero 9. Lasciano il campo per
And we're
il
underway
numero
again.
14, il numero 15.
I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now that's well seen too. Now it's Van Basten. And here's Torres. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Incoming delivery. It's a goal kick. Cafu. Zola. He's in plenty of space here. And the counter is on. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's made its way to him. He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played through into space. Pass somewhat off target. Pedri. Koundé. Beckenbauer. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Saka. Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cafu pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Xavi Alonso. Alonso. Now it's Wirtz. Wirtz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he's found support out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they've got a throw.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 13, Fernando Torres. Numero
Cafu.
21, Hazard.
And it's Olmo.
Lasciano il campo per il
And it's
numero 10,
Berbatov.
Messi.
Quality
Il
ball.
numero 8, cambio di giocatori.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pedri wins the duel this time. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Van Basten. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Haaland. He's through, now is he in? Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Mbappe. Goes for goal! It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cross into the big header! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort. You can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
He's picked his way through. Lovely, now then. Oh, that's neat. He might be in here. Bastoni. Nakata did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Nakata. Bullish header! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's a good foot in there.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
He is through here. Cafu. His defensive quality there. Dani Olmo. And that is it. The referee has seen enough.